illusion of being informed, knowing a lot about buying a home, selling a home, or even building wealth through real estate can actually leave you feeling less certain.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.
We are delighted to welcome you to episode 744 of Life's Inside Track. I'm Yetta Dekker.
And I'm Ken Dekker.
And it's where we get to share techniques, thoughts, tips, tools, tactics, and truths that we all need. We all deserve, you, I, everyone, so we can turn a house into home, our families thrive, and we build wealth wisely through real estate. Why are you laughing?
Easy for you to say. What episode number was it?
744.
Why is that significant?
Well, it's kind of crazy because
happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
And yes, it's our 44th wedding anniversary on April 24th, which is today. So we couldn't have set that up if we wanted to.
No, it's crazy.
It's crazy. Anyway, so if you want to send us a greeting, not only can you book a clarity call, you could just send us a greeting on social. Can't believe it's 44 years today.
Find us on Facebook or Instagram and say, happy anniversary.
And you two are crazy. I can't believe you made it this long. Neither can we some days.
Wow.
Anyway, it is awesome to be here with you because we get to look at something that I don't think ever looked at before from this vantage point. And that is being informed often makes us think that we're going to feel super ready, super prepared, super intelligent about the decision we're about to make. And in fact, often being informed does what?
Well, it actually confuses because we have too much information. We're in the information era or age
stage,
you know, and I was just laughing internally. I was giggling with myself because I was thinking, you know, there's endless access to listings and articles and videos and YouTube videos.
Then why are we
opinions.
putting more out there?
Well, that's what I was giggling about. Is you could go to ours and it might even give you more confusion because you just have more information. The truth is, you need a guide. You need somebody that filters it, or you need to be able to filter what you need to make a wise decision. The problem is there's so much. It's easy to become on overwhelm. It's easy to hear different opinions with opposite sides of the story. And they say, don't invest. Others say invest. Some say don't leverage. Some say leverage. Like, it's difficult. So you really...
We say don't leverage for anything except real estate.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, you know, we found our mentors, our people that we go, okay, we're going to follow them. Hopefully,
and we're going to do what? We're going to tune out much everything else everybody else is saying because it's just confusion. So I think that's the first thing we're saying here is find one or two, maybe three sources of information that sounds like wisdom.
Yeah. People that have done what you want to do. Not just people that are selling a program. Like, you know, I see these internet programs where they're going, oh, if you use our program, you're going to make X millions of dollars. You're going to be wealthy, whatever. And I'm thinking, well, instead of selling that program, why aren't you just using it yourself and making money?
Because sometimes they never have.
Yeah.
They've not done it first. Right? It's fine to sell programs if it's tested and tried and true and proven. And even then, it may not be for you. If you can go back and grab some of the other Life's Inside Track episodes, sometimes we've talked about value alignment. If someone doesn't believe like you believe or value the things that you value, even if their system works, it may not work for you.
Yeah. We've had a lot of clients come to us and they're looking to buy or to sell and buy or buy an investment. And they go, we've done lots of research. We know the market. We've been watching the MLS. We know the properties. We've been reading.
We've got our home buyer program.
Stuck. Yep. We feel stuck because sometimes you need that third party out here that person outside of the frame, we call it. The frame is where you live. You live in the frame, and that's all your
Inside your
perspective is in
picture
there.
frame.
Yeah, inside your picture frame. That's your life. That's your perspective. That's your information. That's your knowledge. And also that's your bias because you live in it. Whereas we're outside of the frame. So when you come to us asking some questions, we're much more able to guide you to the right information, which you probably already have, or maybe you haven't heard of, but most of the time you have it. You just weren't able to disseminate it to get to the parts that you need for your particular situation.
Right, that are relevant specifically for you in this season, because they may not even make any sense down the road. And they may not have made any sense when you gathered the information, like been of any value.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really just suggesting, if you haven't done a clarity call, this is the urgency time. Even though it's our anniversary, you can book it today. We probably won't connect with you today. It's usually next day or the next time our calendar opens up. Just go to dekkerteam.com and let's look at your one next step and then decide from there where else you might want to go. Ultimately, we want you to find great sources of information. It's just that's not the struggle. And the other problem is on the internet, it ain't all true. It's not all true. Some of it's true.
Don't say that. I believe everything on the internet's true, don't you?
No.
No,
I'm going to choke.
Even AI lies to us. It hallucinates. And
It
lies.
hallucinates and tells us stories that aren't even truth.
And sometimes it believes it because it's on the internet. It was true 2 years ago, but then the legislature changed or the programs changed. And
well,
it doesn't
even
know
like
the updated
the
stuff.
new home buyer stuff right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's one where people had information that wasn't probably very old. And even if, I suspect, even if you go search it today, you're going to find a lot of the old information. And yet things changed with a recent bill.
Yeah, and it just got royal assent last month.
Right.
So now it's, the GST rebate on new construction for first-time homebuyers, up to $1 million purchase.
And that was not there 90 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's very, very new. And so not all the information is bad. Some of it is. And even if it's not, it's just too much. So we're advocating for you to do research. We want you to be informed and prepared and educated. Decide your maybe 3 sources. Yeah,
according to National Association of Realtors, 97% of buyers, home buyers, use the internet to look for properties and get used to the market. And yet almost everyone, there's the odd one that will buy by themselves, but almost every one of them uses a real estate agent to guide them through the process.
Yeah, because we can help you figure out what is of value to you. Even if it's all true, which it isn't, even what is true, what is applicable to you, and how do we disseminate and help you sort through that barrage of mountains of information.
Yeah, Albert Einstein said, information is not knowledge. And we're delighted that we can help you build wealth wisely through real estate.
And in segment B, we're going to look at, even if you have the right information, how do you get it to lead you in the right direction rather than down the wrong path?
Moving forward with the Dekker team.